So the most recent update that I just put out on May 26th was the shadow update that I talked about in the last video. And I've received a couple questions, so I just wanted to do a quick little rundown so you guys understand the changes that were made this time around. So in the shadow menu, you can see it looks a little bit cleaner. I took a few things out. So the old feature I had where you can raid dungeons with your shadow, I'd remove that because I felt like it was a bit useless. It was just something I threw in there at some point just as something else to do. But, if I'm addressing the shadow now, I want to make everything make a lot of sense, right? So I just got rid of that feature, and now, as you can see, the shadow minions thing, is down. That you can recruit shadow minions separately from just like your shadow lieutenant or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's going to be a lot more interesting. The shadow minions right now don't have a purpose in this update, unfortunately. So with a lot of the things that I plan to change in the future, sometimes I have to make changes in advance to prep for future releases. So the shadow minions will have a way bigger purpose in the future update. Like when I talked about the outpost update, I plan to make them very useful in that update, but it made more sense to just add the feature now. So you guys have plenty of time to rack up the shadow minions before that update comes officially releases. So because at higher levels, when you see the grades for the shadows, it goes from low all the way to captain, I believe it is. And at captain level, you will have up to 100 shadow minions. So you get I'm giving you a good amount of time to grind before that new update comes out. So the other changes is I removed the gold upgrade feature for the shadows. So now you'll be using the essence stones. So you can see up at the top I have 11 essence stones. The upgrade chance is 50%. So each time you tap it, you get a successful upgrade. But boom, sometimes it'll fail. Enhancement failed. So I just think this makes a lot more sense. Imbuing your shadow using essence stones makes more sense than using gold. I'm just a stickler when it comes to like things making sense. So we'll go back just because I want to show you guys. When you have I did modify the effect of the Forsaken armor. So it used to cut the gold amount that you need to upgrade in half. So now it just imbue rate plus 30%. I haven't actually bought this item, so I don't have it in stock, so I can't use it. But it just enhances the chance of it by 30%. So then when we go back to the shadow, it will be 80% instead of 50%. That's the only difference. Right now, I already played a lot and recruited my shadow minion, so I'll just show you that. If you go back to skill, the Dominator's touch skill up here to the top right, it used to just reduce your encounter rate. So you can go into a dungeon if you don't want to be bothered with fighting a bunch of monsters before you get to the boss. You can just hit that encounter rate and it will lower the encounter rate. I swapped that out for like another item, and now an item has that skill. If we go back to the shop, I think I put it on what weapon did I put it on? Put it on one of these weapons here. I can't remember. One of these items. Oh, here we go. Ring of Power. You will encounter monsters less frequently. There you go. 180 crystals, and it gives attack. So I put that on that, and so I can make way for this skill. So the Dominator's Touch now gives your shadow a chance to either absorb or recruit shadows. So to expound upon that, recruiting is now what you will use to upgrade the grade of your shadow. So the two next experience to next level, 1 out of 20. So when you absorb a shadow, that will give you +1 a grade experience, if you will, instead of the old feature of if you complete a dungeon successfully with your shadow, it gives you great experience. Since I removed that feature, I just changed the skill here so that if you absorb a shadow, you'll get great experience. And I'll actually show you guys what that is. So we'll go to skills. We equipped it already. Let's just go to the D-rank dungeon here. Boom. As you can see, the Dominator's Touch skill allows your shadow to accompany you. People requested that feature a long time ago. Right now, it's just for like aesthetic purposes. It looks cool. Right now, it doesn't really serve a purpose other than joining you as like a feature of that skill. In the future, I already have some things that planned that you can do with your shadow in dungeons. But right now, it's just to look cool, you know. Go ahead and get this. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill this guy. 41 experience. We come out. Now, here's the feature. So after you kill a monster, a little shadow ghost thing will appear. And when you tap on it, you'll get this message. Your shadow will attempt to absorb the shadow of the defeated monster. Proceed. Click accept. And attempt failed. Boom. So that's essentially it. You kill a monster and you get a chance to either absorb it or recruit it. And that's how you get your monster. So what I did was, right now there's 100% chance of a monster dropping a shadow, if you will. So every time you kill a monster, a shadow will appear for you to either absorb or recruit. I toyed with the idea of making it a percentage chance, but since there's already a percentage chance for you to fail, I didn't want to make it doubly hard to actually get one of these. But I did do it in an order. So if you kill a if you kill a monster and the shadow pops up, you will always get the message to recruit first before you're able to absorb. So right now, when you saw back at the HQ, I already maxed out as many as I can recruit. So from now on, I'll only get the option to absorb a shadow. And I felt that made way more sense, because for the people who have to recruit 100 shadows, it didn't make sense to like make it a 50-50 chance of you being able to absorb or extract. So I just made it to where you will always get the message to recruit first, and once your recruits are full, then you can absorb. So that is the gist, and there's even a cool sound. I have my sound turned off like most of you probably do, but there's even a cool sound that I put in there for it if you guys care. Crystals are in boxes. You're welcome, right? But that is the gist of this update. What I have working on next is the outpost. That might take me a while, so you guys have to be, I was successful. Sweet. Great experience +1. So you guys have to be patient, because that's going to take me a little bit to put all those features in. In between this update and that update, I might have little smaller updates in between. I do have a game save feature that is hopefully coming soon. So that is probably going to be in between this update and the outpost update. So that's going to be cool. Everybody, it makes sense. Everybody can now save your day. It's going to be a cloud save feature. That's what I'm working on. Hopefully it will be a cloud save feature where you can save your data, your game data, and use it on any new device. So you can be, right now I'm on iPhone. If you save your data, you'll be able to download the Android version and be able to download your data onto that device. So that's what I'm working on right now for you guys. So if you guys have any questions about this update, pop it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer you. Or if you have questions or suggestions about future updates, you can do that as well. As always, appreciate you guys for playing the game.